Chosen one, put your phone down, not in a second, not when this thought finishes. Right now, close the other tabs, turn off the background noise, silence the notifications. This message did not find you by accident. This timing is not random. This pull you felt to click, to watch, to listen. It was not curiosity. It was a summons, and what heaven is about to reveal cannot be heard through distraction. It cannot be received while multitasking. It cannot penetrate a mind that is divided. So before we go one word further, take a breath. A real one. Let it fill your lungs completely. Hold it there for 3 seconds. Now, release it slowly. Did you feel that? The shift in the air around you. The sudden weight in the room. The way your chest opened just slightly, like a door unlocking from the inside. That was not physical. That was spiritual. That was the atmosphere changing because you just gave heaven permission to speak. And what it is about to say, chosen one, is not for everyone. It is for you. Before we begin, if you are feeling this pull, if something inside you is already stirring, do me one thing. Tap that like button right now, hit subscribe, and here is why. When you do that, you tell the algorithm that this message matters. You help it reach the next chosen one who has been scrolling, searching, praying for a sign. You become part of the delivery system heaven is using to wake people up. So don't wait until the end. Do it now. Because this isn't just content. This is a spiritual broadcast, and you are being asked to amplify it. Now listen closely. God has been watching you wrestle with something lately, not a small thing, not a surface issue, something deep, something that has made you question your path, your timing, your worth. You have been wondering why certain doors closed, why certain people left, why the breakthrough you prayed for seems delayed, why your life looks nothing like what you envisioned. And in those late night moments, when the doubts creep in and the silence feels too heavy, you have asked the question that terrifies every chosen one. Did I miss it? Did I make the wrong choice? Is God even still with me, chosen one? Hear this with every fiber of your being. You did not miss anything. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. What you are experiencing right now is not delay, it is preparation. What feels like silence is not absence, it is focus. What looks like isolation is not rejection, it is protection. And what seems like nothing happening is actually everything aligning. God has not stepped back, He has stepped in, and He cleared the room so you could hear what comes next without interference. Let me tell you something the enemy does not want you to understand. When God is about to elevate you to a level that will shift not just your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you, He does not do it publicly. He does it in private. He does not announce it on social media. He does not let your critics see it coming. He does not even let you see the full picture yet. Because if you knew how big this next chapter was, you would tell people, and the moment you tell people who are not aligned with your assignment, you give them access to sabotage what has not fully formed yet. That is why God has had you in this strange season of silence. Not because you are irrelevant, but because you are being set apart. Here is what has been happening behind the scenes while you thought nothing was moving. God has been removing people, not because they were bad people, but because they were the wrong people. They served a purpose in your previous season, but they have no clearance for where you are going. Their energy would slow you down. Their opinions would confuse you. Their limitations would become your ceiling. So God did not ask your permission. He did not send you a memo. He just quietly shifted them out of proximity, and you felt it. You felt the distance grow. You felt the conversations dry up. You felt the connections fade, and part of you wondered, what did I do wrong? Nothing, chosen one. You did nothing wrong. You just outgrew the environment, and now heaven is building you a new one. But here is the part that might sting a little before it strengthens you. Some of the people God removed, they are not coming back. They were meant for a chapter, not the whole book. They were assigned to walk with you through the valley, not climb with you to the mountain. And if you keep looking back, waiting for them to return, you will miss the new tribe that is already being prepared to meet you. Stop romanticizing what God already closed. Stop trying to force what heaven already released. Your next season does not need your old circle. It needs your new focus. And while we are talking about what God is removing, let's talk about what He is also stripping away from inside of you. Your need for approval, your addiction to being understood, your habit of explaining yourself to people who have already made up their minds about you, your tolerance for disrespect disguised as honesty, your pattern of shrinking so others feel comfortable, all of that gone. And you have been feeling it, have you not? The way you do not care anymore about certain opinions, the way you can sit in silence now without feeling the urge to fill it, the way you can be misunderstood and not feel the panic to correct the narrative. That is not you becoming cold, that is you becoming clear. That is wisdom replacing reaction. That is maturity installing itself in real time. And the people who benefited from the old you, the version that bent and explained and tolerated, they are uncomfortable now, because your growth is exposing their manipulation. Your peace is confronting their chaos. Your boundaries are revealing their entitlement. Let them be uncomfortable. That discomfort is not your responsibility to fix. Now, chosen one, I need you to pay very close attention to this next part, because it is going to unlock something you have been trying to figure out for months. You have been feeling a pull to walk away from environments that used to feel like home, a pull to distance yourself from conversations that used to energize you, a pull to stop engaging with people who used to have full access to your time, your energy, your emotions. And you have been wondering, am I being cold? Am I being selfish? Am I running from something I should be facing? No, you are not running. You are ascending. And ascension requires altitude. You cannot rise while holding on to weights. You cannot fly while dragging anchors. You cannot step into the fullness of who you are becoming while carrying people who refuse to grow. God is not asking you to abandon anyone. He is asking you to honor the shift, to respect the transition, to protect the seed of what He is planting in you. Even if that means standing alone for a season, because here is the truth that will either offend you or free you. Not everyone is supposed to go with you. Some people were only meant to go near you. They were never meant to go with you. They were sent to teach you something, to reveal something, to challenge something. But once that lesson is complete, once that season is over, their assignment ends. And if you keep trying to bring them into a chapter they were never written into, you will delay your own story. You will frustrate yourself trying to fit people into spaces they were never designed to occupy, and heaven will keep creating friction until you finally let go. So if you have been feeling that strange tension, that awkwardness, that distance with certain people, stop forcing it. Stop trying to resurrect what God already buried. Your next level does not need everyone from your last level. It just needs you whole and willing. Now, before we go deeper, if this is hitting you in a place you were not expecting, if you are feeling seen right now, I want you to do something. Drop the number 77 in the comments. Not because it is magic, not because it is ritual, but because it is a signal. A signal to yourself that you are awake. A signal to heaven that you are listening. A signal to the algorithm that this message is landing. And when you do that, you become part of a community of chosen ones who refuse to stay silent while heaven is speaking. So do not just watch. Participate. Drop that 77 right now, chosen one. Let's talk about the weight you have been carrying. Not the weight of tasks or responsibilities, the weight of other people's expectations, the weight of trying to be who they need you to be so they will finally see your value. The weight of performing, proving, explaining, justifying. That weight, it has been crushing you, has it not? You wake up tired even after a full night of sleep. You feel drained even when nothing major happened. You feel heavy even though you are doing everything right. And you have been blaming yourself, thinking something is wrong with you, thinking maybe you are not strong enough, not faithful enough, not resilient enough. Stop. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just carrying a load you were never meant to carry. You are trying to manage perceptions you were never meant to control. You are bending yourself into shapes that do not fit your design, all because you believed that love required you to shrink, that acceptance required you to perform, that belonging required you to hide. But here is what God is saying to you right now. Enough. Put it down. All of it. The need to be understood by people who have already decided not to understand you. The need to be celebrated by people who only clap when you are convenient. The need to be included in spaces that make you feel invisible. Put it down. And when you do, when you finally release that weight, you are going to feel something you have not felt in a long time. Lightness, clarity, freedom. Not because your circumstances changed, but because your posture did. Not because people finally got it, but because you finally stopped needing them to. And that shift, chosen one, that shift from needing validation to simply being valid, that is the shift that changes everything. Because once you stop performing for an audience that will never be satisfied, you start living for the one who already is. Once you stop trying to prove your worth to people who refuse to see it, you start walking in the worth that was already given to you before you were even born. And once you make that turn, once you truly make that turn, there is no going back. You cannot unsee what you have seen. You cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot shrink back into a version of yourself that you have already outgrown. Let me tell you what the enemy has been trying to do. He has been whispering lies disguised as logic. He has been planting doubts disguised as discernment. He has been stirring anxiety disguised as preparedness. And his goal is simple. If he can keep you confused, he can keep you stuck. If he can keep you second-guessing, he can keep you from stepping forward. If he can keep you focused on what is not happening, he can distract you from what is. He does not need to destroy you. He just needs to delay you, because he knows that your timing is tied to someone else's breakthrough. He knows that when you step into your season, it triggers a domino effect. It activates assignments, it releases provision, it unlocks doors for people who are connected to you, people you have not even met yet. So he attacks your confidence. He magnifies your mistakes. He amplifies the voices of your critics. He makes small setbacks feel like catastrophic failures. Why? Because if you believe you are disqualified, you will disqualify yourself. You will step back before heaven even has a chance to push you forward. You will retreat before the battle even begins. But chosen one, I need you to hear this with absolute clarity. You are not disqualified. Your past does not disqualify you. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. Your season of waiting does not disqualify you. What disqualifies people is not their imperfection. It is their refusal to let God redeem it. It is their insistence on hiding instead of healing.